Hi, welcome back to week 3 of the Base Movement School video series. Today's session is going to be the junior power session. My name is John.
And I'm Jess.
So today's power session, we don't want to be going really quickly through the exercises. We don't want to be smashing it out like a circuit HIIT training type session. We want to be performing each exercise at a maximal intensity. To perform at a maximal intensity, we want to have a bit of a rest break between. So the reps are going to be a little bit less than the strength sessions that we were doing. We want a little bit more rest time. We want to perform at a maximal intensity each time. So with that in mind, let's go grab a drink bottle, find a bit of space to perform the exercises. We are going to be needing some sort of step or a ledge or a chair, something you can rest your hands on. So if you're already at home, we're ready. Let's get started with today's warm-up. So I'm going to be taking Jazz through the exercises. The first one we're going to be doing is a lateral double leg line hop. So we're going to perform this for 15 seconds, working nice and quick over a line. If you don't have a line or a tile crack, just imagine you got one on the floor there. A little bit longer. 3, 2, 1. Have a short rest. So as I said, we're going to be nice and springy with this one, so take a bit of a rest in between. Alright, when you're ready, let's get started again. 15 seconds, nice and quick. Making sure that you're getting right over the top of the line so you're pushing your body where you want to go. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, second exercise in our warm-up, we're doing a tall to small landing practice. So we're going to start off in a nice tall position and we're going to drop down into a small athletic base position. We're going to do this 4 times. So you want to come into that landing position nice and quick, be really strong in that position. Imagine you're going to get a bump or a push out of the sporting field, not going to get knocked over. We're going to have a bit of a break. We're going to do a second lot of 4. Up nice and tall. Finish and pause there for a little bit as well. And excellent work there. Now what we're going to be doing is a wall drill. So this is one for practicing our sprinting technique. So we're going to lean into the wall, hands out in front and in a march position. So we've got a knee up high, 90-degree angles, and we're on the balls of our feet. What we're going to do when I clap, we're going to change which leg's on the floor. So each time you swap, we're going to lock in your hip, nice straight line through your whole leg, all the way through your body. Have a rest there for a sec. We're going to go another set, we're going to go a little bit quicker. So just make sure that we've got that locked in hip position each rep on the balls of our feet as well. Alright, one more time through with this. We're going to go a little bit quicker with the swaps. Get that hip locked in. And finishing there. Last one we're going to do a balance exercise, work on our hip stability. So we're going to stand on one leg, and we're just going to pause and hold there. So our front leg is out in front, we're going to hold that for 20 seconds. Making sure that you have a soft knee bend, so not completely rigid, not really bent down low either, just a little bit of a knee bend, holding for 20 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing over. So find your balance first, lifting your leg up, holding there. If you need to use your arms for a little bit of assistance, if you're feeling a little bit wobbly or shaky, that's perfectly fine. Just balancing there. Well done, you have a rest there. So that is your warm-up complete.
Okay, so the first superset we have got is a goblet squat. This time we're going to do a 2-second pause at the bottom. Then we're going to superset that with a jump squat as well as last week. So John, if you want to demonstrate the first exercise. Cool. So we always start with our feet shoulder width apart, and then we're going to hold down for the bottom. So up, down, hold, and then back up. So that's the pace we want to be going. Good. Hold. And we're doing 8 of these, just like last time. Good. The last few here. Good. Make sure we're holding at the bottom for 2 seconds. Cool. Once we've done 8, take a second. Then what we're going to do is our jump squats. So same position with our feet underneath our hips, and we're going to jump up as explosively as we can. Good. Cool. And we're doing 5 of those, which I forgot to mention. Make sure with this one, if you need, take enough rest in between before you start your next set. That way, each time we're doing our sets, it's at a high enough intensity, like John was saying beforehand. But for now, John, you're going to get stuck straight into it again. We're doing another 8 of our goblet squats with our 2-second pause. So feet always underneath our hips. Hips go back and then hold for 2 seconds. So down, hold, and then back up. Down, hold, and coming back up. Perfect. Nice. And we will show you in the last set what you can do to make this a little bit trickier if you need. Good, last few sets, last few reps here, sorry. Cool, once you've done your 8, take a second and then get stuck into your jump squats. So feet under your hips and jumping up as high as we can. Nice and quick off the ground. And when we do our jump squats, the first thing we want to be hitting the ground is our mid-foot, the balls of our feet. Cool. Take enough rest in between. What we recommend is like 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how you feel. For the last set, we will show you with a dumbbell for our goblet squats though. So John, if you want to grab hold of this one, holding it underneath the dumbbell, keeping it on your chest, feet under our hips, and the hips go back, and then holding again for 2 seconds. So now that we've added the weight, we still want to keep the pause at the bottom. Good, that's it. Very nice. Good. Last few reps here. Cool. And once you're done with your goblet squats, pop the weight down and then into our last 5 jump squats. Good, hands on our hips, nice and quick off the ground. Nice, John. Finish it off. Perfect. So that is now our first superset done. Now we're going to move on to our second superset. But before we do that, make sure you go and grab a drink and take about a 2 to 3 minute break in between next superset. Cool. Cool. So now for our second superset, we've got a plyo step up and also a power push up. So we're going to start off with our plyo step ups. If John, you want to show us that one. So we're going to go foot flat, driving the knee up, and toe up as well. So we're going to get a bit of air. We're doing 4 of these. Nice, and one more. Perfect. Cool. Take a second in between each of your reps, and then also in between each leg, swapping. Yeah. Foot flat, drive the knee up, and toes to the ceiling. That's it, nice. And last one. Perfect. Cool. So we're doing 1 set of 4 on each leg for that one. Now we've got our plyo push-ups, and we're going to do 5 of those. Cool. Make sure we're catching ourselves with a slightly bent elbow. Can also do these on your knees if you need, or you can do them on your toes if you feel like that was way too easy for you. Take a rest in between, grab a drink. Remember 1 to 2 minutes in between sets. But whenever you're ready, we'll get stuck into our next set. Foot flat, and dragging out. Also, if your step is a different height, we don't want anything too much higher than this probably, so try and get something even a bit lower or roughly about this height. Awesome. Once you've done your 2 sets on each leg, we'll hop down and do our plyo push-ups. Good, and making sure when we do our push-ups, our back stays nice and flat, bending through the elbow, and then pushing ourselves. Imagine you pushing yourself up to the ceiling, away from the floor. Good, catching yourself with a nice slight bend in the elbow. Also, with the step-ups, if you have any questions about different heights of steps and what equipment you're using, pop it in the comments below. We'll be able to help you there with that. But we'll get stuck straight into our next set. Sorry. Foot flat, driving that knee up. A nice thing to think about with your knee drive, imagine you're smashing some glass. So there's a bit of glass here. Smash the glass, break the wood with your knee. Nice one. Good. 4 each leg. Perfect. Cool. Take a break if you need. Otherwise, we'll get into our last exercise, which is our plyo push-ups. Another option, if the elevated is too tricky for you, you can do them on the wall as well. Perfect. Cool. So that is the end of our workout part of the session. We are going to finish off with just the core at the end now. Put that away. So we are doing a shoulder tap plank. So we're going to be in a straight arm plank position. And we're just tapping our shoulders side to side. Again, trying not to move our hips. And we're just doing 5 each hand, 10 in total. Making sure we keep our hands facing forwards the whole time. Hips aren't moving. Ooh, have a rest once we've done that 10. And then we'll do one more set. Again, the rest will be totally up to you depending on how you're feeling. Good. So setting yourself up first in a good plank position is key. So you want straight arms, locking the legs, and a nice flat back. So tucking our bottom under. And imagine you've got a big bowl of spaghetti on your back and you don't want that spaghetti to fall. Cool, well that is the end of our video for today. We'll see you next week. But if you do have any comments, like I said before, make sure you post them down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Otherwise, please make sure you subscribe and like our videos. And also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, as that's where we post notifications about this video series as well. Otherwise, we will see you next week.